Here's some iron pitchstone. This is the common stuff. This stuff is kind of almost unnappable, unworkable, but the Neolithic people did make some kind of large, thick blades from it. It can be napped, although there's lots of inclusions or what's called phenocrysts. And the interesting thing about pitchstone is it's not a stable volcanic glass. It's constantly attempting to return back to its original state before it became vitrified. So it's kind of in the process of transitioning back to its original kind of state. And as it does that, all these wee crystals start to appear. I think that's feldspar and quartz and other kind of different types of minerals that start to crystallize inside it. And what you get is this kind of sugary, crystally structure, which isn't the best for flint knapping, but it makes for an interesting piece nonetheless. You can see the outside kind of cortex of it, or what you would call cortex there. Anyway, here's a sample of that kind of stone that I've actually taken a spall from to test. And it will nap, but it would nap more like a sugar quartz, but a glass version or an obsidian version of that. So I might be able to make something from this, but I'm not holding out too much hope. Now we come to a different type. This stuff here is quite interesting. On the outside, it doesn't look very good at all. It looks quite dull, and it looks like it's returned or started to return at least back to its host rock in some places. But when I took a flake from it, the inside was very quite clear and glossy. If I can get that here, get my camera to focus. So you can see the inside there, it's actually quite good. So you can't actually ever be fooled by the outside. And this actually is quite a nice high quality piece. I think what they call this type of obsidian or pitchstone is apheric, which means that it lacks the white crystalline inclusions. It has flow banding in it, but I don't think my camera's good enough to pick it up. And it's kind of a dark green colour. Interesting stuff. These little things are quite interesting. These are kind of flakes, but I don't think they're man-made flakes. I think these are kind of natural. But you can actually see the flow banding in this one quite good. These are actually very good quality pitchstone. Nice and consistent and smooth inside. Again, these small tabular pieces. These are what's often found on prehistoric sites and trade items. So these would have been traded as blanks almost. You've got some thicker kind of pieces here. This again is really nice, high quality. No inclusions, no cracks. Very good stuff. And I'll show you the inside now from a nice tab or a tabular nodule I managed to collect. And I took this flake off of here to test it, and you can see the quality of the inside of that. It's almost as nice as some American dacite. Really nice stuff. This is a really good sized tabular piece, and this is about as big and as high quality as you can get on the island of Arran. This is the real McCoy here. This is what pitchstone in the archaeological record would normally look like if you're talking Mesolithic, early Neolithic. The late Neolithic, they would kind of take any piece of pitchstone as long as they could make a sharp edge from it. So they would even utilise this stuff to make big blades, but I think I've already said that. This stuff here, you can see layers in it. Now these are kind of layers, I think it's feldspar on the inside of these layers here, or it could just be cracks, but in general, pitchstone will have these layers running through it, so when you're napping it, it pays to actually take spalls in the direction of these natural flaw lines, so you can actually get workable pieces from it. Again, you can see the quality, that's pretty good. Not as good as some of the pieces here, but like I said, this is just a cross section. I managed to get about 5 times the amount that you can see here. This is just a cross section of the different types. But again, you've got the highest quality stuff here. This would be apheric pitchstone from the east coast of Arran, and you get all the grades in between, and eventually you get the kind of grainier stuff. You get much grainier stuff than this. This is actually not too bad. This stuff here, it's not too bad. You get much grainier pitchstone, and some pitchstone that's almost completely decomposed or devitrified into its original state. You know, some of these pieces, they look like they might have had some blades or removals done in the past. This stuff is actually collected on a known prehistoric site, so there's every chance that some of these pieces might have had some use as maybe a core, taking a few flakes off to use as a tool, but I can't see anything obvious, really. It also comes in these rounded nodules. I've got some really interesting looking round nodules of pitchstone, almost sausage shaped, really strange. I'm not sure how it forms in these lumps, but it's completely different to how this stuff forms, I'm pretty sure. This is more angular, whereas a lot of the stuff is quite rounded, with these rounded, softened edges. So maybe somebody else that's more clued up than me can let me know how this stuff's formed. But all I know is it's a volcanic glass, really similar to obsidian, higher water content, and it's as rare as rare can get. There's only one tiny location on Arran where you can find pitchstone of this quality. It's almost about 100 metres by 100 metres in either direction, and then it's just, there's none, you know, so it's a very localised source, and I was very lucky to find it. So I've got a few pieces set aside for some inspirational people that have, you know, helped me to learn the skill of flint knapping throughout the years, and I've got some boxes to be sent away to them. It won't be a lot, it'll just be a small sample, and I'll pick some really nice stuff out for them, and they can have a go at working some very rare Scottish Obsidian pitchstone. Right, just thought I'd show you that. Cheers for now.